It's no secret that a common enemy of electronics is dust. Now, recently I brought my Korg Mini Logue up to a dusty old farmhouse for an extended period of time, and at first I was draping an old t-shirt over my synth to protect it. Soon, boredom and my insatiable need for projects led me to imagine a pattern for a cover that would fit nicely over the contours of my synth, so I thought I'd make a quick video to show you my process for making it. This is a quick project that requires almost no special tools. You just need a piece of fabric, a light colored pencil crayon, a ruler, fabric scissors, some pins, and a needle and thread. First, measure out the dimensions of your keyboard, including the height at the front and rear, as most keyboards slope towards the front, like this one. Then make a sketch similar to this one using your measurements. Those L shapes at the top of the sketch will become 2 stitches that form the back panel cover. Because I used an old t-shirt for this project, I used the bottom hem of the shirt as the front of the cover, and that's not included in this sketch. To start, I just cut the t-shirt across right under the armpits, then cut vertically to create one swatch of cotton. T-shirt material is a great option because you don't need to hem every edge to keep it from fraying, and it's also stretchy, so it's a bit forgiving of your measuring skills. To get an accurate footprint of the face of the synth, lay the underside of the fabric on top and mark the corners of the keyboard, making sure not to stretch or distort the fabric as you go. I wanted the bottom hem of the shirt to drape over at the front, so I made sure to align that before I marked it. From here you can add ruler lines, drawing on the underside of the fabric again, and measure out the other cut lines. Again, because this is a t-shirt weave, I'm not adding hems at the side or back. These will just be raw edges, so I'm cutting carefully so that they're not super ugly hack jobs. At those L shapes where you'll be stitching, make a diagonal cut towards the corner so that the fabric doesn't bunch up at the corner when you flip it inside out. You're going to be lining up those white lines and stitching along them, so you may want to pin that fabric together so you stay on course as you're stitching. If you're borrowing a pin cushion, try to find one that isn't racist. Now here's a little pro tip I learned from my mom. If you want to make a little knot in those guys, I always use a double threaded. I don't know why, but you do this. And you wrap it around your pinky, and then you roll it off with your thumb, and that makes a knot. You just gotta believe me, because the camera's not gonna focus on it. Take my time. I'm not going to pull super tight because t-shirt fabric is so flexible. It'll pucker and buckle. And I want to go straight up and down with this straight stitch. Maybe that's what it's called. And I'm following the line. And this is just going to be the back corner, so it doesn't need to be perfect, I hope. And I'm also careful not to stretch the fabric, because that will pucker. Just Alright, and we got one corner done. And we're doing the same to the other side. Got it all lined up. Alright, we got this corner all sewn up too. Let's take a look. Pretty good. Now, because I wanted to add that little short front panel, I cut another line to stitch at the front corners, and it was literally 2 stitches on each side. Super quick. I was also thinking that I may cut up a metal coat hanger and slide the straight part into the hem to give the cover some rigidity, but it works well without it too. Alright, now let's try it on for size. Perfect fits. And if you play your cards right, you'll end up with a cool headband.